Hey folks, I am Becky with Enduring Finances. Welcome to my channel. Today we're taking a look back on my net worth updates and my investing returns for the month of April of 2024. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into my net worth update and how market adjustments and taxes and everything impacted my net worth for this last month. Alright, so we're still sitting with the biggest asset that I own is my primary home currently valued at $308,800. So that's gonna be my biggest nest egg that I got. We now have $0 cash on hand, $100 in my checking account, $0 in my savings account, $950 in my emergency fund, and $0 saved for house projects. Now these are drastic drops from where they were last month. Where essentially we had, over $2,350 in my emergency fund last month. But if you watched my budget breakdown video last week, you saw that my taxes were over $1,800 that I had to pay, and that was a lot of money that I hadn't anticipated. I don't know why. It was just me having a brain fart moment, not thinking that I was going to owe as much taxes as I did, because I do a lot of work as an independent contractor, and I had to pay my taxes, and so we had to dip in and essentially wiped out pretty much all of my savings that I had, and then jumped into my emergency fund as well to pay those taxes. And so we are sitting at really tight moment in my life, because I haven't had my emergency fund below $1,000 in a hot minute. So that is a little bit intimidating for me, but we're going to work on building that right back up again. But that is where we're going to have a big drop as far as savings, personal savings that I have to my net worth, and that is going to sink us down, almost $2,000. So not good there. Let's jump into my investments really quickly here. So Lending Club is now valued at $18. My stock portfolio is dropped down to $34,160. My 403b retirement account is down to $33,064, and my TSP is now $15,360. As far as personal property, all of those are going to remain the same. $6,200 for my truck, about $1,300 in gym, and then about $7,500 in equipment and other things, bringing my total assets to $408,053. And then again, the only liability that I do have is the mortgage on my home, and then that is the remaining balance. And so we are dropped down to $183,913. So we are continuing to pay into that every single month. Luckily, we still have a positive net worth of $224,140, but we saw a 1.6% decrease in my net worth from last month. And that is primarily going to be because of those savings. So we are over, $227,000 last month. But we also had a couple $1,000s saved in my bank, and now we don't. So that's where we're seeing that big cut come out. But yet again, we're going to continue to build that back up as we keep saving money and reinvesting and that. So let's go ahead and take a deeper dive into my investing returns. We have them broken down into long-term and capital gain investments, which are going to be my retirement accounts and my stock portfolio, and the dividends and interest returns, and those are going to be shorter-term income sources that I have as far as investments. So as far as long-term capital gain, started with my stock portfolio, we saw a 1.95% drop in the value of that, from $34,838 to $34,160. Luckily, we didn't owe any fees on that. For my 403b retirement account, we saw a drop down from $34,200 and some dollars to $33,064.23 for a loss of over $1,150. So 3.41% loss in value there. And of course, we had to pay $6 in fees for that because it is managed by a third party and not myself. And then as far as my thrift savings plan, we saw a loss of about $320, dropping it down to $15,360.16 for a loss of about 2.04% overall. Between these three accounts, we lost $2,165.30 in market value loss. or about 2.55% overall from them. But together, they're still valued at $82,584. So, can't really complain. The market's shifting, and this is the first down month that we've seen this year. As far as dividends and interest, we have my high yield savings account. We saw a return of $1.88. For my lending club investments, we made $2.96 off principal, and then 22 cents off of interest, and then we owed 3 cents in fees because that is managed by a third-party group as well. And then as far as stock dividends, we're seeing it bump back up from last month because it caught the few that we lost just on how the days worked for last month. So we earned $144.71 in dividends, which is a phenomenal month for us, bringing our total interest and dividend return to $146.81. So I ended up seeing a interest and dividend return of $146.81, almost $3 in principal return, and then 3 cents in fees for a total return of $149.74. So that is a fantastic month for us, even though our net worth dropped down a little bit and we didn't make as much as far as market value increases. We actually lost money. We are still seeing that dividend and interest come in, and I'm happy to see that. If you are interested in seeing all of the individual dividends that I earned broken down in my stock portfolio on a deeper level, check out my next video coming out on Thursday, where it breaks down my dividend portfolio and the money that I made for the month of April in the individual stocks. So until next guy, folks, I will see you guys later.